Right now I'm joined by Amanda Cook, seasoned vet, even though she's so young, but she's been doing this for a long time. Good morning and welcome to the show, Amanda.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
I've stalked you a little bit online because I've had to get to know you a little bit, right?
Okay.
I like your website, very fun too, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
And did you write that, the
Yeah.
opening? Okay, so you've said in your website that you've tried a lot of stuff and you haven't been great at some stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the things you haven't been great at includes being on time.
Yeah.
True?
True.
Okay. What was...
about a time blindness? A little bit of it's part of ADHD that I found out recently, so I don't feel so crazy.
You're 10 minutes before our scheduled interview, so you've been great this morning. You're great.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Can I ask though, what was the last thing that you were really, really late for, and what was the consequence?
Oh, really, really late for. I did a recording with my team in London, East London, in November, and we had done a night session at a conference, and we had a morning session, and I missed my alarm entirely, and Morgan had to wake me up and send the whole team to sound check without me, and I took the fastest shower I think I've ever taken in my life. It was like, here we go.
Oh, they waited for you?
No, they went without me, and then I showed up sheepishly, Sorry, guys.
That's okay. I know touring is hard. Well, actually, no. Let me rephrase that because I'm not an artist like you are, but I can imagine it being a hard gig. What are some of the things though that you appreciate about touring and meeting your audience from around the world, including your audience here in Aotearoa, New Zealand? What's one of the cool things?
I think just that music connects people, and it's a method of communication, and I think. And I mean, I'm affected by my favorite artists and by the people who write soundtracks for me. So I think meeting people and seeing the connection and the circuitry kind of complete, because that's what completes the circuit, is seeing and being a witness to kind of the magic of the music together, all together in one room.
And what's your experience about hanging out with some of the Kiwis here down under? Have they been okay to you?
Yeah, I mean, we've only been here for a few hours, but I'm just kidding. No, my last time here was really sweet too. Very friendly and kind. Yeah.
I mean, there's another side of what you do that can have a really can be challenging mentally for you as well. I know that when people listen to your music, they feel mentally free, but to do that often and as regular as you do can also be mentally challenging. Can I ask you what you do to sort of detox and take care of your own well-being?
Oh wow. I put myself in daily practices and rituals no matter where I am in the world now. I really rely on them. They're very simple things. It's gratitude journaling, hydration, movement, meditation, kind of the classics. To really focus in on the miracle of the moment in front of me no matter where I am, because that's what grounds me, that's what centers me, and especially since I do have I work with the disorder in my own mind and have a lot of help for it, therapeutic help and medicinal help, which is amazing. So all of those things working together really helps bring me to my home state internally, and especially when I think artists and creatives are going outside through the pathway of vulnerability, because that's what it costs to create art and be out in the public service of artistry, to then be able to come back to oneself and gather oneself, when it feels like there might be fragments out there. There's little prayer practices and meditations that I'm now starting to do, because I used to just live too wide open, kind of boundaryless in that sort of way, and I didn't understand the cost of that. So it would cause me to run away from the people and hide. Whenever I would release a project, it felt like I would throw it at the people and run in the opposite direction. I didn't want to know if they loved it or hated it or anything, because it just felt too exposing. Now there's these little practices and boundaries and an inner circle in place that just really feel it's ordinarily extraordinary. I look forward to the very simple things in my day.
Thanks for sharing that. I know someone listening right now will go, well, that's ticked the boxes with me, and I can sit in Amanda's shoes with that, which leads me on to a really a question that you may get asked a little bit about the impact of your music on people. Do people send you messages, or do you get approached by your audience, your fans, to tell you what the impact of your music has had on them? Are you able to share a personal story, maybe, of the impact that somebody has had because they listened to something that you've shared?
I know that I've clocked it in tabs in the back of my brain. It's hard for me to pull one to the front at the moment.
Okay.
But yes, people. I'm always astonished, and it. A lot of messages online, which is really kind, and I love being able to read them and take them in and realize, because I'm so introverted. I'm such a, I spend a lot of time in my own company and solitude, so sometimes I can forget that the music actually goes out and creates memories for people and experiences for people. So when I get to read those or meet anyone who's affected by it in a positive way, it really moves me. Yeah.
Trust me, your audience here appreciates who you are. Before we wrap this up, we have a big Christian audience who listen to our station, Life FM. For those people who know you, they'll be listening in right now. I want you to sort of think about a message you want to leave with them, but also somebody who might be tuning in right now who's just heard you for the first time, the last few minutes. What do you want to leave with our audience before you go? Too big? Is it too big?
No, it's really good. It's a really expanded question. What comes to mind today is that we're more loved than we think we are, and God is more good than we think He is.
That's a perfect answer. I thank you for sharing your vulnerability. There'll be people listening who'll be able to connect with your beautiful spirit. So thank you for taking time to join us this morning. That's Amanda Cook right here at Life FM.